somebody asked what we think of the unmute us thing.
Well, I was there.
You were there?
I think, well, there are a couple of different opinions about unmute us. The first opinion I hear a lot from people who don't agree with the protest is that it still supports the testen voor toegang system. So basically the system where you have to test before you can enter an event. And the main argument against that system is that it causes a societal split and that it negates your basic right to be healthy until you are tested to be sick. It kind of turns that around. And it causes a split with the non-vaccinated people, and we don't know how far the governments will go. I was still there because I think that we have to play by the rules of politics and play by the rules of government. I think sometimes for somebody or for a lobby to achieve a goal, you first need to get a foothold on, you need to get a basic strategy up and running. When the Allies tried to invade, occupied Europe, they didn't start in Berlin. They first had to, do the D-Day beach landings and get into Sicily and that kind of stuff. From there on, they established a beachhead, they established a base, and then they could invade the rest. But you needed a foothold. You're not gonna start your strategy by, let's aim for the highest possible from the start. So I think this could be a really good way for us to let our voice be heard. And it doesn't mean that the current goals are the final goals of our industry.
Actually, yesterday I was on the way back from the UK playing at Creamfields, and we were talking about the same subject. And I said maybe we should do the protest at the starting line of the Formula 1.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing.
We shouldn't, because guys, this is something I don't understand.
Yeah.
I do understand the way it went, but it's unexplainable that they can let the Formula 1 just come through and that we are just not being heard at all.
Well, their explanation is that Formula 1 is a placed event, so people are sitting down, but you see people jumping all the time.
And they recommend people to come with public transport to how's that gonna go? People have to stand in lines.
Yeah, but the virus only spreads when the government says so, of course.
Yeah.
No, but I think one thing we should be cautious. We should be cautious about not blaming other
absolutely
sectors for our own
it's good
misfortune.
for them. Good for them.
Good for them, but I think it shouldn't exclude us, but it should set a precedent for us that what we do could also be organized in a safe and healthy and correct way.
Yeah.
Even in this situation where basically the situation in the Netherlands, for all of the non-Dutch people watching, we were allowed a week of festivals here, and then because of the flawed testen voor toegang system, we basically had to close after a week again, and that was it. No autopsy of why everything went wrong, some kind of what went wrong, what can we improve. They just closed us down, and then they started looking at other sectors with a more powerful lobby, because that's the whole thing. The sectors with the most powerful lobby, they get the deals, they get the exceptions. So, for example, Formula 1, of course, racing has really powerful lobby. There's a lot of money revolving. Football, the Dutch, the Dutch competition. Plus the whole tourism sector, they also got an exception. They made a deal with the EU to basically allow people to just go on holiday. And I don't really, it's good for them that they can do the stuff they want again. Good for people that they can, go on a well-deserved holiday. But it shouldn't be based around the most powerful lobby or who has the most money or the loudest voice.
DJs used to be one of Netherlands' biggest export products. They're letting that slip out of their hands.
Yeah, it's disrespectful to one of the main Dutch export products in the the Dutch are esteemed worldwide for their event production, for their DJs, for their entertainment industry. It's a really big shame that we're going to let it all slip away for. I'm not gonna get into case fatality rate statistics here, but it's a government problem. It's not a virus problem at this point, and that is why I do support the Unmute Us protests. and I think we should look further than just, oh, they support, you know, the testing system, because I think, again, to get a victory doesn't start at the end point. I think it's a good start. We let our voices be heard. We have a well organized way of expressing our concerns about the festival industry, and I think that is all that counts right now. And I think we should support it.
There you have your elaborate answer.